Okay. This is the back of Review 2. We are going to be doing the problem solving steps. So make sure that you read the entire problem, write an answer statement, think who or what is the problem about, draw a model to at least get you started, and then solve. So for number 7, there are 10 2/3 cups of juice to be divided among some children. If each child gets 1 1/3 cups of juice, how many children are there? So our answer statement is there was blank children. So then, who or what is this problem about? It's about juice. What do I know about the juice? I know that there is a total of 10 2/3 cups of juice. And then I know that there is a part that's 1 1/3 cups of juice, and I'm trying to find out how many 1 1/3 cups of juice there are in 10 2/3. So to me, it makes sense to break it into thirds. And what am I breaking up or cutting up? I'm taking this juice and pouring it into 1 1/3 cups ounces or cups. So the thing that I'm breaking up is the 10 2/3, and I'm dividing it into groups of 1 1/3. So I can do this with a picture, I think, pretty easily. So if I have my 10 cups here, so there's my 10 cups, and actually I need 2/3 of another, don't I? So if I add that on there, and so I think, okay, this is all of my cups. And then I need a cup and a third for each serving. So I start breaking those up. Here's 1 cup, and then if I break this into a third, so that would be for 1 kid. Oh, I should make these a little. So these are my cups. So there's 1 1/3. Here's another third, so that would be another one. This kind of gets a little tricky, so there's 1 and that, so that's 3 so far. And then if I have another third on this one, that would be another kid that could get juice. Here's another kid that could get juice. Here's another kid that would get juice. Here's a cup, and I'm just going to give this one of these thirds to that one and one of these thirds to that one. So I have 1 kid, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So from my model, I believe there was 8 children that could be served from that. I'm going to change these into fractions. 10 times 3 is 30, plus 2 more is 32 thirds. And I'm dividing it into 1 times 3 is 3, plus 1 more, 4 thirds. So I notice that it's unitized, so I can really just do 32 divided by 4, which is 8. So 8 children is how many I could serve if I had 10 2/3 cups and I had to split it into 1 1/3 cup servings. I would have 8 servings, so I could serve 8 children. Moving on to number 8. Old MacDonald had a rectangle pig pen. He knows the area of it is 7/9 of a square mile because he has to cover it in mulch all the time. Remember that area is when we cover a shape using square measurements. A nasty windstorm blew down some of his fence. He knows one length is 5/12 of a mile. What would be the length of the other? So again, at the answer statement, the length of the other side is blank. Then I'm going to just kind of use a picture here. Who or what is this about? It's about a rectangular pig pen. What do I know about that pig pen? I know the area or the inside is 7/9, not 7/8. Make sure you are accurate with your labels. And I know that one side of it is 5/12. So I'm trying to find the other length. I know for area that I need to do a length times a length to get that. So I know that 7/9 equals 5/12 times some unknown number, unknown length. So again, if this were 12 equals 4 times some unknown number, I would do 12 divided by 4. So I'm going to do 7/9 divided into 5/12. I don't see an easy unitizing thing I could do here, so I'm just going to use the algorithm. Need to divide? Please don't cry. Just flip the second fraction and multiply. I notice that 12 and 9 can both be divided by 3 because I'm really good at my basic facts. Again, if you're not, number November is for you. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So 7 times 4 is 28. 3 times 5 is 15. I notice that 28 is bigger than 15. That feels weird for a fraction, so let's go ahead and make that into a mixed number. So if we take, I can't divide 28 by 15, but what number hiding in 28 can I divide by 15? How about 15? 15 divided by 15 is 1. If I take 15 out of 28, my other number that I need in there would be 13. I can't do 13 divided by 15, so it would be 1 and 13/15. So the other side is 1 and 13/15 of a mile long. Sorry, can't see all of that. 1 and 13/15. All right, number 9. Reagan got new makeup to work with. If 1/9 of it is 4 eyeshadows, how many total eyeshadows does she have? So my answer statement is Reagan has blank eyeshadows. I know I'm looking for a total, so right away when I'm thinking about my tape diagram, I'm thinking I need that end amount. I know this is all about eyeshadows. I know that 1/9 is 4 eyeshadows, so if I make a model of that, I know that one of these is 4. If I know that one of them's 4, I know they all have to be 4. So if I have 9 groups of 4, I have 36 eyeshadows. How many eyeshadows does she have? 36. Again, with the way this would be a division problem is because I'm saying 4 is 1/9 or part, this part of what number? So 4 divided by 1/9. It has to be a fraction divided by a fraction. So I should have done this over here where I had more room. 4 over 1 divided by 1 over 9. Need to divide? Please don't cry. Just flip the second fraction and multiply. So I have 4 times 9, 36 over 1, which is 36. Same answer as I got with my model. Mia designed a really cool shirt for PTA. 2/3 of the orders were for her shirt. If there were 50 orders for her shirt, how many total orders were there? So again, this is very similar to that one up there. I'm telling you this part is 50. So my answer statement is the total orders were blank. So who or what is this about? It's about orders. What do I know about the orders? I know that I'm trying to find the total. So I'm trying to find this part over here. I know that 2/3 is 50 shirts. So if that's 50 shirts, how can I find the total? Well, if 50 is here, how much goes in each box? 25. If there's 25 in each of those boxes, that means there's 25 here. So how many total? 75 total orders. Again, the computation that could go with that is 50 is 2/3 of what whole number, of what group? So That means 50 divided by 2/3. It's got to be a fraction divided by a fraction. Then, need to divide? Please don't cry. Just flip the second fraction and multiply. I notice 50 and 2 are both even, so I'm going to go ahead and divide those both by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 50 divided by 2 is 25. 25 times 3, I'm going to go ahead and use my money. Quarters, 3 quarters is 75 cents. So 75 orders, exactly what I got in my model. So hopefully you are ready to take the assessment on dividing fractions. So if you're not, you could Google division by fraction word problems. You could go back and watch some of the other videos that are still in Schoology, look through your math resource, show your parents these problems and see if they can come up with other ones to have you solve.